Hey guys, it's Rich, and this is the third video in the Christo-Pagan series. I'm gonna take a small little sip, and then I'm going to put this down because I'm going to break out the book. Oh, that's good coffee. Anyway, so the reason I wanted to start off the series with the Book of Shadows is because I kind of feel like it's the tool, and I use that word kind of loosely, but it's the record keeper of our path. It's really something that grows along with us on this journey. And yeah, so if you're following along, then you already have your Book of Shadows blessing. Like I said, there's no real way that you have to put it in there. I'm not sharing mine only because I want to make mine a little bit more personal, and I think everybody should come up with their own little blessing of some sort. Come up with their own way of doing their Book of Shadows. So I really kind of don't want to give anything away of how I do things, because I think it kind of influences a little too much whenever you start copying other people and all that, or whenever you start seeing other people and how they do their practice. I kind of think it, at least for me, it kind of stunted my growth in my path just a little too much. And besides, it's a little private, especially whenever I redo my Book of Shadows and put in a different book blessing. It's a little bit more personal. Now, this one page, I don't care if you see, because it's the 13 Goals of a Witch. And yeah, I'm not ashamed to show that because it's pretty well known. And it is copied from somebody else. So, but what I wanted to show is what I do on what is the third page. But I kind of can't believe I put the 13 Goals of a Witch before my beliefs page. And the reason that I do the beliefs page is, and this is the why behind what I do, if you've watched the second video, and just so you know, I found that I need to hold something in my videos, otherwise I hand talk and it's like I'm going to end up hitting you one of these days coming through the computer. It's kind of weird. Anyway, the beliefs page for me, the why behind why I do it is because for me the beliefs page solidifies what I believe at that given moment. It's not to say that my beliefs aren't going to change. As of January of this year, my beliefs changed dramatically from what I believed before. So my beliefs page does need updating. And what it is it's basically the big questions of who I believe in. Do I believe in a goddess? Do I believe in a god? Do I believe in no deity? Do I believe in reincarnation? What do I believe happens after we die? What are my concepts of energy? How do I use herbs in my practice? Stonework. What else? Divination. I'm just rattling off a few little points that I made in my own entry here. My ancestors were a big part of my practice, and what I believe my purpose is here on this earth now. And even if I've been here before, have I been here before? Are there multiple dimensions where I'm in a separate dimension, living out a different life? All questions that can be encompassed in your beliefs page. And it doesn't even have to be one page. There's no written rule to this. In fact, I didn't even see it in any books that I've read. This is something that I had to do for myself whenever I started my Christo-Pagan practice. Back then, I was calling myself a Christian witch or a Christian Wiccan. And then I just kind of dropped labels altogether and stuck with the generalized Christo-Pagan. But it's something that I needed to do for myself in order to solidify what I believe and why I believe it. And I would say that if you're filling out your Book of Shadows for the first time, put it right in the beginning. If, since your beliefs will change, I mean, as all of ours do, you can, instead of doing it on a solid page, you can do a, like a pocket, and you can paste a pocket in there and just keep a slip of paper. Or you can just rewrite it in a separate entry when your beliefs change. There's really no written rule to it. And since I started doing it, I've only seen, I think, one video somewhere, and I can't remember who did it. So I wish I could give them credit, but I really don't remember who did it. But they mentioned a beliefs page. And ever since I've done it, it's become one of the most personalized pieces of my Book of Shadows ever. Like I said, I didn't read it in any book. I really can't explain why I did it in the beginning, but it's something that I knew I needed to solidify. I guess I can say why I did it. I needed it to solidify what I believed at that given time. What is the essence of who I am at that exact moment? And these are all things that you can put in your beliefs page. And I'm going to actually redo my beliefs page, since my beliefs have changed and grown as I have. And I'm going to put the updated version right in the middle, right where my beliefs changed. And if you look at the rest of the Book of Shadows, it's all blank, ready for an unwritten path. As we all have an unwritten path in our life, one that is unknown to us, and unless you're a Calvinist, unknown to the universe. We all have our own individual path, and your beliefs page kind of solidifies it, at least for the moment, what you believe. So, I think I hit on all the little points that I wanted to. Yep, I think that's it. So, this is something that I think everybody should have. If you've been practicing for a while, if you're a Christo-Pagan or a pagan in general, I think this is something that everybody should have. So, if you haven't done it before, start asking yourself the big questions, or maybe you have asked yourself the big questions, and you just never thought to write it down. Here's the moment whenever you can actually write it down. Solidify it, and then expand on it later if you feel something needs to be expanded on or explained in further in a further entry. So there's your assignment too. If you are following in the series, you've gotten your Book of Shadows, you've started asking yourself the tough questions, the big questions. Now it's time to write it down. I suggest putting it right after your blessings page. I'm just one for working in order. You don't have to. Wherever you want it, put it in there. I like to put mine in as a chronological order, so I know exactly what I believed at one time. And then I can look back and see how much it's changed, how I've changed. Like I said, this is a tool, a working companion that really changes and grows as we do. That's why I love the Book of Shadows so much. This is really, to me, the biggest part of a practice is writing it down and discovering more about yourself. So that's pretty much all that I have for this video. I have a couple more videos I want to make, including my pagan perspective video. But yeah, I have a couple more videos I want to make since I have Monday off this week. It's Lunar New Year and all that. So stay tuned to this channel, and yeah, look forward to continuing on the Christo-Pagan series. Let me know what you think. Subscribe, leave a comment. Suggestions are always welcome, as long as if they're all done respectfully. And yeah, that's about it. So until next time, may you have love, hugs, and ladybugs. Bye-bye.